social media. It's your favorite blogger and only crazy coach, Tony, here with Controlling Your Crazy and Creative Mag. Please don't forget, you can find us on IGTV, Facebook, YouTube, and creativemag.com. So I'm here this week with part 2 of our single dating women's edition. We have all women on the panel. We heard from our men in the previous weeks. We want to hone in on what our women have to say. So last time in part 1, we were talking to the ladies about their trigger points. What is that one thing a non-existent boyfriend does where you just lose it? You forget about my definition. You just don't know if you'll make it through the day, right? Because it's that trigger point that drives you nuts. So let us reintroduce our panel of single daters. We have Miss Tia.
Hi, ladies.
We have Erica.
Hi.
And we have our last single dater, Miss Nicole.
Hey.
So here we are in part 2, and we're gonna start with Tia. We want to ask her trigger point. What is that thing that a non-existent boyfriend does that will just make her possibly lose it? Tia, what's your trigger point?
I would say communication. You better text me back. And don't be texting me back 3 days later.
And that kind of falls on what Erica said last time in part 1 about consistency or lack thereof. You send your non-existent boyfriend a text and 2 hours later you hear from him. And let's be real, ladies, it takes 10 seconds to send a text. You can do it in the bathroom. Let's be real here, right? You can do it on your lunch break while you're driving. I mean, and when you sense that lack of consistency or lack of communication, you're liable to, lose your emotional cool. But as your crazy coach, I'm here to tell you, it ain't even worth it. Miss Nicole, what's your trigger point?
So, I feel like I have a couple of trigger points. Is that
okay? That's fine.
Okay, so I would say I'm gonna go with honesty. When they lie, and in my head I'm like, okay, well you're not my man, so why are you lying? You understand? If we've established that we're not together, so there should be no reason why you're not telling me the truth. Now when I find out that you lie, now I'm mad. I don't care, I'm mad, and you're gonna know that I'm mad.
So, and it's funny you say that because I did a video segment on my Controlling Your Crazy page, and I was saying a lot of non-existent boyfriends don't like to tell the truth because when women try and get it out of them and they hear the truth, they go crazy. How do you explain that? So you ask him, are you dating other women? And he says, yeah, I am. Now you're upset because you feel like you've been dating him for a month and he shouldn't be dating other women. So do you really want him to be honest?
Well, I really want the honesty.
Okay.
Because I respect honesty, and it also makes me feel like, okay, well,
She knew.
right, exactly. Because sometimes men tend to think that they have to lie and do all of this extra because that's what we want. Well, listen, you don't want a relationship? I probably don't want a relationship.
You want the cookies too.
I'm making the same thing you hear for.
Exactly.
Be honest, and it'll be easier because I don't have a problem being honest. But then what happens is when I find out you lying, I'm lying.
Yeah, and you know what? I think, unfortunately, a lot of non-existent boyfriends deal with the crazies before you, so they're kind of programmed just to lie. Because they don't know if Nicole's gonna be like Tina, Keisha, Mary, or whoever else. So they kind of put up their own wall. You have a wall, and so do they. Fair enough. Okay, so now I want my ladies here to get a little intimate with their own lives. So we're gonna act like this happened years ago, right? When they were much younger. So I'll start with you, Nicole. What is the worst thing you could think of that a non-existent boyfriend did to you that would make any woman go crazy? What happened to you way back when that a non-existent boyfriend did?
The worst thing? You got a good one?
You might not have had Tia's experience, so we'll stick a pin there.
Right.
Come back to me. What's the worst thing a non-existent boyfriend did to you that will make any woman go crazy?
Girl, he tried me.
What did he do?
Girl, it was Valentine's Day.
Okay.
He bought me chocolate and flowers. I didn't make it on time. Girl, he gave it to his mama.
Wow.
And couldn't get it back.
Wow. Okay. So that sounds like a non-existent mama's boy. Yeah, I have no words for that. And you know what? These things are real. And while you may think you go crazy over a non-existent boyfriend who cheats or does other women, you have situations like that where he may be attached to his kid or attached to his mom, and you have no significant room in his life. And hey, been there, right? When I was a lot younger, like them, right? I even dealt with a non-existent boyfriend who had a kid, and I didn't know where I fit in. And it was tough because I didn't want to lose my cool and disrespect him and fatherhood. But then it was like, how do I check the situation? So I feel you on that one. You know, mamas can be a little intrusive.
And she loved him.
Ooh, yeah, as any mom would love their son. Miss Erica, what is the worst thing a non-existent boyfriend has done to you that would make any woman go crazy?
Oh, the worst thing you could do. Oh, that's a good one. So for me, the worst thing I had a non-existent boyfriend do, we were talking for like a week. He was telling me he had a date planned. We was gonna go to a nice restaurant.
Okay.
He had a hotel picked out,
Nice.
planned it nicely. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I went and got a nice outfit. It was cute. Got my face beat. Got some cute shoes because you gotta have cute shoes. So I go to the restaurant and I'm texting him, calling him, like, okay, I'm here. Where are you? No response. And I'm like, okay, like,
no call,
what
no
happened?
show?
Yeah,
Oh,
no call, no
Lord.
show. And I was just like, you know what? I'm about to lose it.
And you know what? I've heard those horror stories one time too many. I even blogged about it. That is the worst. It's the most disrespectful thing for a person to make you get dressed, have you go somewhere, drive, and not even have the decency to call. And you know what? That brings me to my last question for you ladies, because that's perfect. So I'm gonna paint a scenario, and I want real quick, we're just gonna go in order. So you're dating a guy, not just a boyfriend, for about a month. You and him sleep together, right? Y'all feeling each other, you have a connection, and he goes ghost. So not really no call, no show, but he goes ghost on you. My segment is all about controlling your crazy. So now that we've ran through the definition, you know what it means. I'm gonna start with you, Tia. He goes ghost on you. You guys have slept together. It's been a month. How do you control your crazy?
Ooh. After I send a text?
No. How do you control your crazy? If you send a text, what does that text say?
Because I need to feel better to control the crazy.
How do you control it?
Ooh, child. Maybe I need to do a self-evaluation for myself at that point.
That's what I'm talking about.
At
Yep.
that point, like, well, what am I doing, and what am I attracting to, to date a guy like that can go ghost on me? So I think for me to control my crazy, I think that comes to a point where you need to do some type of self-evaluation.
Nice. Love that answer. Erica, how do you control your crazy? He goes ghost. You guys slept together. It's been a month. He's gone.
I think for me, it's like that snap. When I feel like I'm getting to that point of where I'm just texting, or before I get into the heat of the moment of texting, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I sending this essay?
Yep.
He disappeared.
Yep.
Why am I doing this? And I have to talk to myself, and I'm like,
Yes.
don't do it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what you could do.
Yep.
And he
That's
already
that.
done.
Yep.
So I think when you're in that point in the middle of the text and you see that you kind of realize, like, what are you doing?
What are you
am I
doing?
doing with my
Yeah,
life? Like,
yeah.
I need to go and
I
figure
call
out
that the
what I'm
Dr.
doing.
King speech, right? And it doesn't mean your non-existent boyfriend doesn't need to be, checked, for lack of a better word. But again, you got to do what's appropriate for the situation. And remember, you're still Erica. You're still a lady. You still got to keep your pride, your class. Nikki.
I'm calling you Tony. Yeah, because if we hunt you go together, I don't care. We hunt you go together. In order for me to be controlled, I gotta call you. Sorry.
I hear you. Can't go wrong with that. Listen, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, you can find this episode and part 1 on IGTV, Facebook, and YouTube. Don't forget to visit creativemag.com for the full episode as well. Until next time, it's your favorite crazy coach, Tony. Peace. Thank you, ladies.